Hello, my name is Miranda HP,
And I'm Connor Calloway.
and we are the Bountiful Bards,
Please join us in our first ever recorded D&D campaign.
the Fountains of Cathaidra.
The entire city, at least in the Meter District, is just having a wondrous time. Not only did Waking the Spine earn a charter, 3 other bands did so as well. And great praises and mercenaries of great wagons and such, multiple wagon loads are reaching out to Waking the Spine and the others to hire them for the road so that they can keep the workers entertained as they go and just basically keep music flowing on the civilized road. Eventually, after several hours, you and your brother make your way back to your uncle's inn, where you turn in for the night and start your next morning. Coming downstairs, your uncle meets you once more, saying, "That was very well done last night. You did your father proud, I'm sure. And me, if that matters, or counts for any."
Of course. I hope so.
"Yes." I just got a little teary-eyed, and he wiped away his tears. The fact that you performed the song that your father performed the night that... Anyways, look, back to business. When do you plan on heading for Etchings? You've been here for about a week. I'd love to have you for weeks still, but I know you'll probably have to get on the road as well before yielding starts. So, what would you like to do?
I think we should probably get ready to get on the road pretty soon before Jimothy decides to get real tattoos on his face.
Hey, I've only talked to the tattooist twice. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Don't tattoo your face, boy. It doesn't look good. I mean, it does, but that's up to you. Your mother wouldn't approve. Anyways, I'm going to go and see if I can find you passage south, if that's all right. If you want to leave probably on the next day or tomorrow.
I think so. That way we can get everything packed up, make sure we've got everything we need.
All right. And he says he'll do so, and he'll spend the day basically trying to find a way for you to head south. Is there anything else you want to do in Miro?
I'll just get supplies and things like that. Make sure we've got ourselves situated.
Situated? What are you going to get? Some rations and food, travel food and stuff? Your uncle would get all that together for you. Or just pick up a few loot strings or things like that.
Yeah, various sundry items, ladies' products.
Yes, ladies' products and all that other good stuff. That's perfectly fine.
Make sure that Jimothy has what he needs.
Right. He also carries ladies' products in case you ever run out.
And they're so useful for so many things.
Yes, like stopping blood flow.
You never know.
You never know.
Honestly, with Jimothy around, it's probably useful to have those.
Your uncle come back and he goes, "All right. So I've booked passage for you. It's there's a cargo ship or cargo vessel out on the lake on the beginning of the Western River. It's called the Grin River. Did you know that? I'm sure you've had your geology class. I can't pronounce it right. Geography.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I don't want you to leave, and I'm really nervous about it.
Aw, well, we've really enjoyed staying with you. And,
You're gonna come back one day, right?
Of course.
And maybe I can come down to Etchings and see you. If I can find somebody to watch the end, I would ask. The other group's gonna be gone. I don't trust them. Right? Kate can probably watch it, right, Kate? Well, Kate's sitting up very proudly. This is definitely her bar now. And your uncle just works there, because we all know how cats are. This is now her dwelling, and those who come in and out are completely at her whim and her whim alone.
Absolutely.
So yes,
I give her scritches.
you'll take the cargo vessel down the Grin River all the way to the town of Tareford. That's Tareford, and from there you should be able to find wagons heading south. People who didn't take the ships, they didn't want to pay or they already had the wagons, they don't want to load them and pay the tear. For a few passengers, it's completely inexpensive. But when you start adding wagon loads, it gets up there. But yeah, from there you can take that a wagon down to Etchings, and it'll take about another 2 weeks, and you should make it to the city. It's a beautiful city. It's not as pretty as Miro, but I've heard great things about it.
Oh, good. I have too.
The boat that you're going to be looking for. It's located. He pulls out a little map and shows you where the harbor is. It's located in the harbor district. It's called the Helping Hand. It's not hard to miss.
Okay.
So, Leah, whenever you're ready, you can pack your things and head out if you wish.
Yep. She's very thoughtful because that whole voice in her head thing was a little weird.
Was it?
Yes. Absolutely.
Before you're able to depart at all, the waking spine comes up to you. Or waking the spine, excuse me. And Selka walks up and gives you a big hug. And Kelba comes up and holds out a hand for you to shake and goes, "We really appreciate you helping us out. You sure you don't want to come with us? We're heading east."
Sorry, I already have stuff we gotta do, but it was fun.
It was. A merchant hired us, so it worked. We got good wages, and we're going to be heading towards the eastern cities. But hey, maybe eventually we'll come back around to Etchings and we'll come find you, maybe in a year or so.
Sounds good. I'm sure we'll find you at some point.
Right. Well, we'll see you on the road. We got bread and cheese, don't worry.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Take care out there.
You too.
Break
I'll give you one big
but not a string.
Hug again, and the dwarf is actually bawling, "I don't want her to go. I want her to come with us." And the Air Genasi is just like, "It's all right. All things are as the wind wills." And, Kelba slugs Brizu, and then they all kind of jostle each other as you say your goodbyes, and they leave. Your uncle comes over and hands both of you a package, plenty of food rations for the trip down. You'll have to buy some as you go. And he both gives you a very fond farewell as he says, "Once again, you two have made me very proud, and I hope to see you again. I'm going to send a letter to your parents, letting them know everything that happened up here, and hopefully they'll come see me soon. I miss them both."
I hope they do too. I'm sure they miss you as well.
"Send me a souvenir from Etchings, okay?"
Of course.
Right.
I picture Kate the cat looks like
There seems to be a storm coming.
I picture she looks like the little girl from Aristocats, with the big pink bow.
Yes.
She's like, "I'm a lady. A lady does not start fights, but she can finish them."
There you go.
It's exactly what I picture.
Everybody wants to be a cat. All right. Jimothy goes, "All right, well, let's get going. I'm ready to see this new city."
Yep. We're off to see the city, the wonderful city of Etchings.
As you make your way towards the harbor, it's very easy for you to find the Helping Hand. It's a massive barge made from the surrounding timbers of Miro. The foremast is an open platform meant for storing and trade goods, meant for distant markets. The rear naturally meant for passengers to rest. Those who pay extra are allowed a private cabin or can share a larger one with others. There are masts for sails, but they are currently collapsed to avoid the tree branches along the waters. Generally, with these barges, there are stick poles in the water that crews pull the boat along with when going upstream or downstream if there's no wind. It is a sailboat barge, but this isn't the open ocean, so they have to be extremely careful. There are several other people that are making their way up onto the gangplank, up to where the individuals are counting off people, paying tickets. Jimothy hands the fella the notes that your uncle gave you, and he hands you back a key to your cabin as you're making your way on board. Is there anything you would like to do as you are stepping onto the boat?
Just kind of, look around, pay attention to surroundings and stuff, because you're out traveling in the big wide world with Jimothy. You gotta make sure there's nobody too shifty looking.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Or if there's anybody that Jimothy's gonna get fleeced playing poker. 6.
6. Nothing out of the ordinary. There seems to be about 2 to 3 dozen passengers that are going to be coming on board. Some people are probably going to sleep out in the open. They don't have a private room or a shared private room like you do. You do see some individuals over to the left that are fussing over a draped cage of some sort. Then you hear like the scruffings of an animal or something inside, of gruntings of an animal, but doesn't seem anything too unusual with that. Other cargo crates are being lifted by a crane, being placed on the boat and fixed in place. But other than that, everything seems to be about as normal as it can be.
Jimothy, don't be stupid.
How am I going to be stupid? I have the key.
Don't know. You'll find a way.
We're just getting on a boat.
No poker.
Okay. I'm going to the room. I'm going to put our stuff up.
Sounds good.
All right.
I follow him because I want to know where the room is.
Okay. He takes you to the back of the boat where there seems to be, like I said, this is a large flat vessel. And there seems to be about 2 tiers dedicated to captain's quarters and also guest quarters as well. And on the bottom floor, you walk into this hallway, and there's about 4 doors to either side of this boat. The second door on the right, that's what your room is, opens up, and you find 2 sets of bunk beds in there.
Cool.
and another individual. Hey,
Hi.
who are you?
Who are you?
I asked first.
I'm Lia.
Standing there is a halfling, skinnier than usual, with curly reddish hair, trying to grow a little bit of a goatee, not working too well, bluish eyes, wearing a simple collared shirt, not wearing any, and brown trousers and black boots, trying to look basically just as normal as possible. The individual looks back, and Jimothy goes, "I'm Jimothy. Who is this? Your bunk too?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'm Kaslan. Nice to meet you. I guess we're gonna be bunking together." That's Kaslan.
Seems like
Cool. Where y'all heading?
etchings.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I guess we can travel to Etchings together if you like. I'm heading to Easeway myself. Is the city just south of Etchings?
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to find some work down there.
Oh, what do you do?
Oh, I'm a jewel crafter.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, very shiny. I'm real big on shinies. I'm trying to find work down there, find an apprenticeship. I finally saved up enough money where I can start heading there and hopefully pay my way into a business.
Well, good.
Yeah.
It's tough out there.
What do you do?
Well, I play music mostly.
Oh, musician.
Yeah.
All right. So I get free music on the way, I guess.
Probably.
Oh, well, that was easy. I thought you would respond with "I'd have to pay."
I can't help myself. It's one of those things where I just like.
Jimothy's like, "Yeah, she never stops." So you're probably gonna get all the bad music when she's messing up and saying, curse words a lot by herself.
Yeah.
Kaslan's like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, so this is my bunk." Points over to the one on the left. I was like, "So you can choose one of the other three. I'm sorry I snore. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, this is awkward, so I'm going to leave and let y'all get settled in, okay? Please don't touch my things." And the halfling kind of wiggles past the two of you and heads out into the deck.
Alrighty then. Which bunk do you want, Jimothy?
I'm going to get the top bunk.
Okay.
Goes and struggles and throws his bag up there and puts it back down. And all right, I'm settled in.
Yeah, pretty much. I string my loot on my back because, it's not like she's going to let it out of her sight, so.
Well, no, I understand completely. So what would you like to do? As the ropes are being cast off, and after about another hour of you being on the ship, they begin to make their way through the massive lake of Miro.
Pretty sure we're going to be up top.
Beautiful lake, yes. And you see across, and there's a few islands that are splattered out in the middle of the lake. You can see in the distance, there's about, out towards the middle, there's probably the largest island you can see that's just decorated and covered in trees, thick treed wood lines. There's no villages or anything in that area. As you say farewell to the city of Miro and make your way over to the Grin River and start heading through the thick forest.
Leah's definitely got her, loot out and just kind of, very idly strumming. Not anything, particularly. It's just sort of when you're taking things in. And musicians are like artists, they can't really help themselves.
Oh, okay.
Just sort of a melody kind of finds its way around her fingers.
That's fine. As you're doing so, Jimothy walks off probably to go find some food or somewhere to use the restroom along the likes, or maybe even taking a nap.
Probably food. It is Jimothy, after all.
As you're playing it, somebody walks up and blocks the sunlight on you.
I turn and look at this obnoxious blocker of sun.
There's the individual standing there, older human man with messed up, scratchy-looking beard, bald cap on his head, but growing hair along out, and looks down and goes, "Oh, I see we got a musician on board, huh?"
Danger, Will Robinson.
Stranger danger! You know any good songs?
I don't know. Would you know a good song if you heard it?
As he wipes his hands across his nose. He goes, "Yeah, I know a few. Anyways, can you just keep the racket down? That's all I'm asking."
Sure.
Appreciate it. The individual walks off.
I changed absolutely nothing about what I was doing.
It's a strange man. You look over to your right, and Kaslan has appeared next to you, sitting up against where you were just kind of leaning up against the side of the boat railing. They are now sitting next to you on the ground.
Hello, Mr. Appearing Halfling.
Hey.
Yes, I got some super weird vibes off that guy.
Yeah, me too. I've been keeping an eye on him.
Why?
Rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, definitely.
He's called Ivo. He's a tracker.
Ew. What's he tracking?
I don't know. Apparently he deals in capturing and selling animals. They were bringing one on board earlier.
Do you know where it is?
Why?
Because I want to see what kind it is.
I mean, yeah, I think I know where they put it. We can sneak down there if you want.
Yes.
Are you that kind of person?
Let's do that.
Are you that kind of person, really?
Yeah, so are you. Come on.
No, I'm not.
Let's go.
No.
I'm already walking away.
No. So they're talking to themselves. And you're probably over here. Guys will say, I promised I wouldn't do this on the boat. So you're going to go try and investigate?
Absolutely.
All
Just
right.
because I don't like the guy.
That's perfectly fine.
90% of my decisions are driven by spite, okay?
Ooh, roll me a stealth check.
13.
Caslin rolled an 18 plus 6.
Ooh.
So 24.
Just disappears.
Yes, completely.
And I just hear...
You turn around and you're like, they're seriously not coming with us? And then you hear, hey, we got to find a way to the stairs. I'm right here.
Okay.
In your shadow.
Okay.
All right, come this way. All right, they take you over to a set of stairs.
I'm avoiding doing the... bloom, bloom, bloom,
which walks you down into the cargo vessel. And you find yourself among stacks of crates that have been put below deck from multitude of sizes. So, how do you go about spelunking in this manufactured cavern of crates?
Well, I suspect it won't be that hard. Animals make noises and they smell.
All right. But your foot falls down here.
So we're hiding behind boxes. Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way, turn down the first corner. Make a perception check for me. 17? Yes, you definitely see an individual that seems to be leaning up against some boxes down here. Just definitely on guard. For reasons, completely unknown. Doesn't look like a savory type either, so, maybe it's something to do with the individual that spoke with you above.
If you kill him with an arrow really quick, he'll be like, must be the wind.
Is that what you say?
No.
That's what I say.
I was making a Skyrim reference. No.
Caslin goes, I think I can cause a distraction if we want to sneak past this fella. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
And it vanishes.
Rogue halflings.
And a few seconds later, you hear a couple of boxes fall, and the individual looks over, kind of looking confused, and of course, and just walks over to investigate. There's bananas on the ground. Oh, Breath of the Wild.
I love chaotic good halflings. So
chaotic good? You don't know.
I have a hunch.
This could be one of Flynn's kids. Flynn's a rogue character from one of our other games. Anyways, what do?
I carry on where the guy was guarding. I go past it because that was what the distraction was for.
Of course. And as you do so, Caslin reappears. All right. I think we need to go this way. It's towards the bow of the boat.
Sure.
All right. So you make your way along, going underneath the coverings for where cargo can be lowered into the holes. The grates, the wooden grates are put in place with some sunlight coming through, and it really helps dilute the light or anybody's night vision down here. And eventually, you find the covered cage that has two people sitting beside it, playing cards over a barrel.
Any ideas?
You can stage whisper, dear.
Okay. Any ideas?
I mean, I could walk up to him and challenge him to a card duel. I'm kidding, that was a joke. I'm still surprised you came along with this. Very rarely do I have anybody join me on these type of things.
I know. How weird is that? Anyway, how are we going to get past these? How are we going to get past these guys?
I'm not sure. Maybe we can go around to the other side of the cage.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right, roll me another stealth check.
14.
I don't think Caslin rolled this well this time. As you come walking up and you're making your way along, one of the guards goes, "Hey, you there! Stop, halfling!" Caslin goes, "Jig is up!" and then gives you a hard shove to move you out of the way, and then runs off as both guards get up and start running after him.
I take the opportunity to go up and peek into the cage.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 5 plus 6 still is 11, and their passive is a little bit higher than that.
So I peek into the cage.
What do you think you're going to find beneath these drapery?
I don't know. That's why I'm looking.
As you get closer, you lift up the drapery, and you see staring back at you a dragon. Roll me a wisdom saving throw to not be frightened.
18, baby.
An 18? At first, you want to feel a sense of fear at this. It's not a large dragon. Bigger than you. Like 3 times your size, but definitely not as large of a legend. And you've never seen a dragon in real life, but you have heard word that they are still in existence outside of along the corners of Cathaidra. Nowhere near the civilized road. None of them ever come any close to it. But what you see in here is a blue-eyed, silver-scaled dragon with a thick iron collar around their snout. Feet and hands chained to the bars and to the floor with thick iron. Wings ensnared in also a giant collar around its body. And as you look in its eyes, it looks back at you with the utmost rage it can muster for being such a tiny dragon. This is a young wormling dragon.
Oh, baby.
And then you hear, "Hey, get away from that!" As one of the guards comes running back towards where they came from. You have a few seconds to decide. They may not have seen your face yet. Do you stay, now that you've just left Miro, or do you run?
Well, I can always come back. And I know that Kazlan isn't there, so I'm going to dart away.
Okay.
For the moment. But I'm going to be like, I'll be back. To the dragon.
You're...
I got you, boo.
Okay. And then you leave?
Yeah.
All right.
Book it.
All right. Roll me another stealth check.
16.
16? Okay. Ooh, I rolled low. So, as you're running, they're chasing after you, and they're yelling for others. "Hey, there's someone else down here." You turn a corner, and all of a sudden, there's an empty barrel. Hit! Jump up and into the barrel, grab the lid, and shut it on top of you as they go running by.
It smells like fish.
Smells like fruit. Not bananas. You wait until they're gone, and you feel like you can sneak out of here. What do you do?
You said it's a young
Silver dragon.
wormling or whatever?
Right.
Are those bad?
In my worlds that I create, there is no evil in scales of dragons or giants. For me, you were never born evil or good. It's all about how you were raised and nurtured. So as far as, and this is for anybody listening, as far as my worlds are concerned, a red dragon can be the epitome of good.
And thus begins the philosophical debate.
No, we're not getting into that.
Tune in next time for more philosophy on Cathaidra. Anyway.
There's philosophers in Cathaidra. Do you want me to read you a list? I wrote a list of 8.
No, I don't need to know about the men who run naked down the streets with their bathtubs and towels.
Oh, okay. I have a lot of just non-essential lore we can go over if you want.
That's good. Okay, so anyway, so they've run past me, right?
Right, you can probably make your way out of there.
Okay. I want to find Kazlan, because I have decided that this is now something that I have to deal with. I don't know why.
That's if you want to.
It's a baby dragon. It's not his fault.
It is a baby dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimothy gonna lose his mind.
You do find Kazlan eventually upstairs, like, come on, come this way. Let's get back to our rooms.
Yep.
All right, as you two go, do, run back down from the stairwell, go into the room, shut the door, and lock it.
Skitter.
Jimothy looks up from inside. He goes, "What's going on?"
I found a baby dragon.
Kazlan's like, "What? You found a what?"
A baby dragon.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You're lying.
I am not.
They're gonna roll a Investigate. No,
Insight?
insight check.
Knock yourself out, buddy.
Okay. It was. All right. What the heck is a dragon doing down there?
I don't know. But if it's part of those skeezy guys thing, I don't
What
like
skeezy guy? Says Jimothy.
Oh, well,
What did you do?
Nothing. I was just on top deck. Just, you know.
Oh no, he says, rubbing his head, and Caslin's like, "Is this something that happens like frequently?" And Jimothy replies, "Yeah, it actually does." Wait, why are you involved? Why is he involved?
He is really sneaky.
I'm very sneaky.
Yeah, he's really good. So, yeah, I don't want to hear any of this, like, you know, oh, it's just her. You were part of it, buddy.
Oh no. There's a dragon downstairs?
Yes, and it's shackled and chained. And the super skeezy guy was super gross and called what I was playing racket.
Jimothy's all wide-eyed. He doesn't respond. He knows better.
So, no matter what this dragon did, I hate him. And we should screw him over. But anyway, like, why do they have a dragon? I think these are relevant questions.
Well, when I found out from other people, some of the workers on the ship, apparently they're trackers that capture animals and sell them, like deer and bears and wolves and stuff. I guess they found a dragon. They were unsavory in my opinion, but they were able to find good money down in Easeway. You could find any type of good money in Easeway if you know where to look.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of why I'm heading there.
Fair.
Yeah, I've gone hungry too long, and I really mastered my skills with my craft, so I'm trying to go.
And what is your craft exactly?
I'm a jewel crafter. I craft jewels.
Sneaky jewel crafter.
No. That's from my peasantry background. I have to be sneaky to survive. I worked hard to learn how to craft jewels. You read me? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, I got no problem with any of this. I'm just amused.
I got problems talking about it. Could we focus on something else? So,
what this needs, gentlemen, is a heist. Dun 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 dun.
Jimothy goes, "Are we going to have a twist that nobody's expecting at the end?" I just picture you tying a rope to Jimothy and going down through the cargo thing, just above the people.
And poor Caslin's like,
yeah, do that. You can do that to Caslin too. That'll work.
Caslin's like, I'm the one who should be on here.
Well, it sounds like a storm's about to get started. I keep hearing thunder, so
it might be an excellent chance for us to use it as a distraction.
Wait, did they catch you while you were down there?
They didn't see my face, I don't think. It was in the dark, and they barely saw me, and I zipped away.
But they're going to be searching, I'm sure. They're going to have their guard up.
They're going to assume I was a dude.
Why?
Because men like that. Besides, I could really play up the whole sachet. Oh, look at me, dainty little damsel. They won't suspect a thing.
They won't suspect. I think they'll suspect a thing, but we can't do anything, at least tonight. We have to... Let's... Jimothy just takes a deep sigh and goes, Yeah, I don't like the idea of a dragon being held downstairs, or any animal for that matter. I always found trackers and trap setters, if not for food, then what are you doing it for? Yeah, we can free the dragon.
Yes!
He rubs his forehead and wonders why he, being the youngest, is trying to be the voice of reason here.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta do the right thing, buddy.
I guess I do. So let's get a plan together, and let's wait a couple of days and then see what we can do.
Sounds good.
So, Leah.
Yes.
Miranda.
Yep.
What's the plan?
Well, I'm thinking along the lines of a honeypot situation.
You're going to seduce somebody?
Not necessarily like that, but I do think that, because the skeevy guy was already, like, aware of me, so I think playing up the stupid, dainty, feminine side, plus... I think that I suspect that Caslan's going to be super helpful in the, like, y'all want something to drink department. And then maybe, give them drugged wine or something.
Where are you going to get drugs on a boat?
Actually, what I've got here, this is really useful for that time of the month, but guess what? Too many drops of this will make you shit yourself sideways. So I'm just saying,
Drops of what, Miranda?
Well, what they would probably consider aspirin.
Oh, okay. Very clever. I'm sitting here thinking, wow, my wife just put that. Yeah, good job. That's very good. All right. So, using basically liquid Midol.
Yep.
You're going to overdose some of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, how exactly do you plan to go about this?
Well, I am hoping that Kazlan is going to be on board with playing into their whole, like, yeah, think you can outdrink somebody this small kind of thing.
I'm not very good with talking to people. My skills might be better at other things. Maybe your brother. He goes, I mean, yeah, I think I might can pull that off.
Yeah, excellent.
I can try. I might end up drinking the stuff too by accident, though. Can you
I'll give you
take care of me afterward?
Yep.
Antidote. He does that like with the fingers, do the and Kazlan's like, what does that mean? What does the finger thing mean? The quotation marks. I'm a jewel crafter.
Yeah.
Is it one of those things?
I'm a musician.
Oh, okay. All right. What's he?
He sticks pointy things into people.
I'm a fighter.
That's what I said.
Yeah. He goes, oh, okay. Yeah, I like to stick pointy things in people too when they're not looking. How big were the locks?
I basically detail what I saw in the glimpse that I saw.
Roll an intelligence check. 14? Ooh. All right. So,
I'm only a little dumb.
You're able to tell that they were quite thick iron locks meant to hold beast in place. So a key may be needed, or
a jewel crafter who's really good at crafting things.
Oh yeah, I'm very good at crafting things. As the jewel crafter pulls out from under his bed a wrapping of fabric that they lay on the bed and open up, and inside you see a multitude of tiny little tools. I got it out.
That is definitely a jewel crafting kit.
Exactly.
Excellent.
All right. So let's go over the plan one more time from the top. This is a straight heist movie.
Yes. Okay. So plan is that I've been talking to the kitchen people anyway, and they're like, "Hey, you're a bard. You can do music stuff, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do music stuff." So I'm gonna play music in the main hall.
Okay.
And this gives you, Jimothy, time to insinuate yourself with one of the groups.
I like to think this is an explaining montage just from heist movies where you see you in the kitchen and now Jimothy. Go ahead, continue.
So you're going to get to know the guards. You know, you want to be on a first name basis with them. Do the manly Joshin thing. Rough yourself up a little bit. Make yourself look a little more scruffy than you do. You're a little too good boy looking right now. Fall down a flight of stairs. I don't know. Whatever. And
okay.
pushes him down a flight of stairs.
Next.
So this is going to get you ingratiated in their circle. And then what you'll say is, I've got this private reserve I've been hanging on to. Y'all seem like fun. You want to have some, and maybe we can go play cards somewhere where it's a little less, loud.
Okay.
And so ideally, they take you off, and you guys go and you give them the wine, and you get them all schnookered.
Intoxicated.
And yeah, everything else that will happen. And now I feel only a little bad for how they'll feel when they wake up. But in that time, Kazlan, you are going to meander your way to the cage.
Okay. Are you going with me?
Yeah. After we've got the situation taken care of upstairs. Because the whole point about me playing music is to, the cool thing about playing music a lot is people suddenly forget you're there.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's another musician on board, so basically when it's my time, I'll nod to him and bow out, and he'll take over for me. And most people really don't pay attention, so they probably won't even notice that I'm gone.
Cool. I'm down for it.
All right. Gives us a chance to kind of keep track of movement, of where everybody is.
All right. I can drink to that. So, we start tomorrow night?
Yes, but don't drink that to that.
All right. So, now that there is a dragon on board that you feel you must save, who was definitely looking worse for wear, the three of you put together your little plan and hoping on the next day are able to pull it off. We'll see. Thank you for listening. Please leave a review anywhere you found us. You can reach out to us on Twitter at Bountiful Bards. We hope to see you again on the civilized road.
And bring bread and cheese.
As the story goes, until then.